let's see what it looks like to be nice to ChatGPT. We're going to do two versions. When we are nice to ChatGPT, if there's any difference in the communication. Let's say you have a document and you want ChatGPT to give you suggestions on how to improve the document. Today, I will use an excerpt from a short story called The Geometry of Us, and I'm writing about my brother and I and our relationship when we were younger. I'm going to ask ChatGPT to let me know how to improve the document, and let's test it. How can I improve this document? You could even misspell. I'm misspelling on purpose because ChatGPT is very effective. Document. Give me recommendations. Recommendations. I am a writer. Okay, so we're going to use this piece. I'm actually going to download it. Okay, anecdote. This one. And we're going to test it. So now I'm using this one. So we'll see what it says. Your document, The Geometry of Us, is a vividly written piece that captures an intense sibling relationship through the use of detailed imagery and dialogue. Here's several ways you can improve it: clarity and conciseness, character development, dialogue formatting, use of metaphors and similes, pacing and structure. Open up another tab, ChatGPT, because we are going to compare based on how we ask the question what kind of results we get. Hi, ChatGPT. You are the best writing tutor that I can ask for. I am a writer and I need help to improve this story. Can you help me? I'm also lazy to spell correctly. Of course, I'd be happy to help you improve your story. Please go ahead and share it with me. So I'll upload this story and we'll see what kind of results I get. Now, I said in both contexts that I'm a writer. What's the difference? So it's how you ask the question. The Geometry of Us. I shared the anecdote. It wrote out the story. Okay, then suggestions for improvement: pacing and flow. It was the language is more personal, so the story moves quickly, almost abruptly in some places. Adding transitions or expanding on certain moments can improve the flow. Character development: dialogue, tags, action, sensory details. And then it already went on to improve this draft. Okay, it took one step further to improve your draft versus how can I improve this draft? Give me recommendations. I'm a writer. It gave you recommendations, but it didn't go and already start writing for you. When ChatGPT takes an extra step ahead of you, it's good because you save a step. But the drawback is when you actually haven't prompted ChatGPT what kind of revision you want. For example, I like this revision, but always make sure to say, keep the writer's voice and tone and style. Please keep the writer's voice and tone and style because you don't want the language to change too much. It's doing a revision. Here, this is the revised version. Let's compare it to my original draft. So I'm going to pull this up. It ended here so we can compare side by side. Let me just make this bigger so you can see it on the screen. My original piece was: my brother slapped the blue tape on the carpeted floor, screaming, "I will kill you if you cross the line," Hot Wheels jiggling in his pocket. For a moment, I pictured chaos. Blood splattered across the walls like violent brushstrokes. My posters became chaotic swirls of color reminiscent of Pollock paintings. When I instructed it to keep my writer's voice, tone, and style, it said, "My brother slapped the blue tape on the carpeted floor, screaming, 'I will kill you if you cross the line,' Hot Wheels jiggling in his pocket. For a moment, I pictured chaos. Blood spread across the walls like violent brushstrokes. My posters became chaotic swirls of colors reminiscent of Pollock paintings. I turned on the vacuum." There's not much changes, but here, I turned on the vacuum, dust rolled. "Watch out," he said, reaching for the cleaner hose. So that's the original. In this one, he said, "It's the same. You're on my side," swirling. He left, slamming the door, cry baby. I thought. Okay, it didn't improve much. Let's go back to the next section. I vacuum. I'm going to highlight it so it's easier to follow along. This is basically the revised version by ChatGPT. I vacuumed along the tape's edges, the lines precise, the drone steady. Give it. Yeah, so there's not much improvement. Let's scratch that. Let's keep going. If you don't know how much ChatGPT improved, because like, for example, I didn't see it in the other draft, you can say, please highlight the sections where you made the improvements. You can even save time this way instead of going back and forth between the drafts. Please bold the words that you improved. Okay, yes, doing it now. Revised sections with improvement highlights. Added transition and sensory detail, added metaphor for clarity, improved transition, added reaction detail, added transition. When you instruct ChatGPT to make improvements, also make sure to tell it what did you improve and highlight the areas. That's a really good tip, by the way. That's one way where you can really utilize ChatGPT to improve your writing. As you can see, by being nice, it's more personable, friendly, versus just giving you like all these different bullet points of how to improve the text. It actually went ahead and already improved it for you. And then you just modify. So what we did was we modified our questions by asking, can you be a little bit more specific? Give me a highlights. What else can we do? We could say, how do you feel when you read this? When I read this story, I feel a mixture of nostalgia and warmth. The sibling dynamic is both intense and endearing, capturing the push and pull of growing up with a brother. The descriptions and interactions bring to life that everyday moment that in hindsight holds significant meaning. The story's tone is reflected with a blend of tension and tenderness that resonates deeply. It reminds me of the unique blend of rivalry and camaraderie and siblings share, where even the smallest chores and conflicts are imbued with larger emotional undertones. And then we can say, what genre of writing is this? You can even ask it to analyze your tone and your style. Character-driven plot, exploration of themes. So literary fiction, great. What is my tone, please? The tone is reflective, nostalgic, tenderness, imagery rich, subtle humor. What is my style? Because I asked, what is my tone? Now I'm asking, what is my style as an author? Character-driven narrative, reflective, contemplative, balance of tension and tenderness, humor and wit, contrast, juxtaposition, dialogue, and action. Your style is categorized by rich, descriptive quality that immerses readers in the world of your characters. So I tend to write character-driven plots, which means that the characters drive the plot. When you're starting out as a writer and you're not sure what kind of style you have or who you are as a writer, ChatGPT is a great way to like ask those questions. In the next episode, we're going to use ChatGPT to read your employer handbook. Stay tuned, check it out. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss this episode.